Hey everyone, welcome to Beyond the Gates. I'm Alessio, and I'm so excited to have you here. If you love Beyond the Gates, then you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Alright, let's dive right in. I used to think that love could fix everything. That if you loved hard enough, tried long enough, prayed deep enough, the cracks in a relationship would somehow mend themselves. But now I'm starting to believe that sometimes love is the thing that breaks you the most. My name's Hayley Lawson, and I've been married to Bill Hamilton for 4 years. 4 years of trying, forgiving, pretending, hoping. 4 years of waking up beside the same man and wondering if I'm still the woman he sees when he closes his eyes. It started small. The distance, You don't really notice it at first. It's the missed phone calls, the extra long nights at the office, the way your husband's touch feels polite instead of passionate. Then one day you realize he's right beside you, but he's miles away. That night, the night everything broke, I could feel it coming before it happened. I'd taken another pregnancy test earlier that morning. Negative. Again. Bill said it was fine, that we had time, that we didn't need to stress ourselves. But his eyes, they told a different story. It was that look of disappointment he tried to hide. The kind that makes your chest tighten because you can't help but blame yourself. He came home late, said he had work on his mind, but I could smell the faint trace of whiskey on his breath. I knew it wasn't work keeping him up. It was her, Dani Dupree. Every time I even say her name, it's like something sour settles in my stomach. I try to tell myself I was imagining it, that he and Dani were just friends, that it was harmless, but the way he said her name, the way his eyes softened when he talked about her, that wasn't friendship. That was longing. I tried to distract him, to make things normal again. I poured him a drink, lit a candle, turned on that slow jazz he used to love. We sat on the couch, our knees touching, and I leaned in, hoping he'd kiss me like he used to. He did, at first. But then, he stopped. He just froze, staring off into nothing. His hand went slack on my leg, his breathing changed, and I knew, he wasn't thinking about me. "Who's in there with you, Bill?" I asked. My voice cracked on the last word. He blinked like I'd startled him. "What are you talking about?" "Don't do that," I said, standing up. "Don't pretend you don't know. I can see it all over your face. You're not here right now. You're thinking about her." "Hayley," he started, but I didn't let him finish. "Just say it. Dani. It's always Dani, isn't it? You can't even touch me without thinking about her." He stood up too, frustration etched into every line of his face. "I have a lot on my mind, that's all. Work, the casino, everything." "Work doesn't make you flinch when your wife kisses you," I shot back. "You're a terrible liar, Bill." For a long moment, he didn't say anything. Then, like he was trying to prove something, he grabbed me and pulled me close, rougher than usual. His mouth crashed against mine, his hands desperate, almost angry. "You think I don't want you?" he whispered, breath hot against my ear. "I'll show you." And then he picked me up, literally lifted me off my feet, and carried me toward the bedroom. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it might burst. Part of me wanted to believe him. To believe this was him trying to fix us. To prove something real still existed between us. But when we got there, it didn't happen. He froze again. I could feel the shame radiating off him before he even said a word. He turned away, shoulders stiff. "It's not you," he muttered. "I just can't." I wrapped the blanket around myself and tried to hold back tears. "Then maybe you should see a doctor," I said quietly. "Maybe it's..." That's when he snapped. "Don't you dare make this about me being broken, Hayley. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe it's all this pressure. Or maybe I'm sick of being accused every damn day." He stormed out before I could even respond. I sat there in the dim light, staring at the door he'd just slammed, feeling like the air had been punched out of me. It wasn't just about sex. It was about everything. The lies, the distance, the ghost of another woman living between us. He didn't come back until after midnight. I heard the front door open, the sound of his shoes scraping against the hardwood floor. He smelled like the cold night air and the kind of guilt you can't wash off. When he finally spoke, his voice was low, almost flat. Dani's Andre's problem now, he said. Not mine. Not ours. But I didn't believe him. Not for a second. Part 2. Dani's rules and regrets. If you had told me a year ago that Dani Dupree, polished, poised, perfect Dani, would end up married to a man nearly 10 years younger than her after a drunken night in Vegas, I would have laughed. But that's exactly what happened. And now, apparently, Dani's trying to make it work. She told her friends she wanted a bill-free zone. I guess she's tired of his shadow haunting her too. Can't say I blame her. She and Andre have rules now. No monogamy. No strings. Just honesty and orgasms 3 a week, to be exact. That's the deal she made. It sounds crazy, but in a weird way, I think Dani's trying to convince herself that detachment equals control. Except control isn't her strong suit. Not when it comes to love. Andre's trying though. He's kind, funny, the kind of man who doesn't play games. But when he asked to move in with her, she panicked. You can have a drawer, she told him. A drawer. That's all she could offer. Part 3. Naomi's fear. Meanwhile, across town, Naomi Dupree, Dani's daughter, is facing her own storm. She found out she's pregnant, and while her boyfriend Jacob is over the moon, Naomi looks like she's carrying a weight she never asked for. Jacob's already talking about baby names, bigger apartments, painting nurseries. And Naomi, she just sits there, staring at him with that faraway look. I saw it once, years ago, when she was talking about her mom giving up everything to raise her. She told him, I'm a lawyer, Jacob, not a birthing machine who loses her sense of self. It sounded harsh, but I get it. I really do. When you've seen what motherhood can cost a woman, her body, her time, her dreams, it's hard not to be afraid. Jacob swears he'll support her no matter what. He means it. But Naomi doesn't trust promises. She's seen too many of them broken. Part 4. Joey's smile. And then there's Joey Armstrong, the man everyone at Fairmont Crest pretends not to fear. On the surface, he's charming. Always smiling, always calm. But behind that smile, something darker. When Vanessa and her son Donnell stopped by the casino to honor Doug's memory, Joey played the perfect host. He poured them drinks, toasted to Doug's life, even said all the right words about loss and forgiveness. Donnell was moved for a moment, but then he asked the question that made Joey's smile falter. How did my dad really die? Vanessa stepped in, said Doug's addiction didn't define him. That he was sick, not evil. That he loved his family.
But Donnell, he didn't buy it.
You could see it in his eyes, that flicker of suspicion. And when they left, Joey's mask dropped. He called someone the dealer, I think, and said, Thanks for playing along. You'll get paid as usual. Then he laughed. A soft, satisfied laugh. There's no way Donnell will ever piece together what really happened to his father, he said. And just like that, I realized the real danger in Fairmont Crest isn't love or heartbreak. It's the lies that keep everyone smiling while they destroy each other behind closed doors. Part 5. Nightfall. That night, I lay awake beside Bill, listening to the sound of him breathing. I used to find comfort in that sound, steady, familiar, safe. But now it just reminded me how far apart we really were. He rolled over, muttered something in his sleep, and I swear I heard Dani's name again. I wanted to scream, to shake him awake and make him say it out loud. But instead, I turned away and whispered into the darkness, If you love her, just go. He didn't answer. He never does. Part 6. The breaking point. Morning came with sunlight that felt too bright for the kind of night we'd had. Bill acted like nothing happened. He made coffee, kissed my forehead, and said he had to head into the office early. I stood there, holding my mug, pretending not to notice the faint smile tugging at his lips as he checked his phone. I didn't need to ask who he was texting. I already knew. And for the first time in our marriage, I didn't cry. I just felt empty. Because the truth is, you can't compete with a ghost. And that's what Dani had become for us. A ghost living between every word, every silence, every unfinished touch. Part 7. The realization. Later that week, I saw Dani and Andre together at a cafe. They looked almost happy. Dani was laughing, Andre was grinning, and for a second, I wondered if she even thought about Bill anymore. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she finally found peace, or maybe she was just better at pretending than I was. And maybe that's the lesson. Some people love you so hard they leave marks that never fade. Others just pass through your life and leave you wondering if you ever meant anything at all. If you enjoyed my story, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more real-life stories like this. Broken Heart.